I'm excited today to share one of my stories with you. But before I share my story, I want to ask you a question. Whose report do you always believe? Do you believe the report of men, or do you believe the reports of God? Do you believe the report from the place of fear? I don't know whose report you believe, but today I want to remind you that you should believe the report of the Lord. So, story time. Sometimes this year, I was praying to God to expand my knowledge. I started reading on business, and I prayed to God to help me and guide me on ways that I can multiply my streams of income. And this business, someone introduced me to a business. So I was so excited. They told me all the benefits and everything. I was so excited, and I started. Now, when I started, it was a business launch that I sent. I sent messages to people, please join me while we launch this, and quite a number of people showed up. So, 3 people. Number 1 said, "Oh, Debbie, I'm so happy for you. I've seen what you're doing. I tried this business some years back and I made some profit, and I'm so happy. So please keep it up, okay? I know you make good gain, and I pray that you have more customers." I said, "Oh, thank you." Then the second person, when I sent the flyer to her, she just saw it and said, "Okay, is it this?" I said, "Yes." She said, "Okay, best wishes." Okay. Then the third person said, this business that you want to do, well, we once ventured into it and we didn't make any fruitful yield, so I just even pray that you make any sales and all of that. Well, best wishes. Now you can see 3 people gave me their reports about this very business. Now you would think that the first report I received was going to motivate me to launch my business, go into it, start, and all of that. But I was discouraged. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. I bought products and just stocked them and dumped them in the carton there. And my business lead called me and said, "Debbie, you started this thing with Ginger. What's going on that we have not heard from you?" And I just thought to share my plight with her. And when I told her everything that I was told, she said, "Thank you for reaching out. Thank you for sharing your story with me. But I want to ask you, whose reports will you believe?" And then it ended there. So I went back. I thought about it. I prayed about it. And I said, in all fairness to these 3 people, they gave me their real life experience. And they are real. They are not lying. It's true. This is them. But Debbie, will you hold on to that? Okay. So I got up that day, picked everything, arranged them in the shelf, reached out to people again, started posting on my status, sent invitations, sent the catalog to a lot of people. And guess what? In the span of 10 days, I was able to make sales of greater than £1,000. The first month, I hit my target of £1,001, the second month. And in the third month, I traveled home, and my dad passed on that same month. So it was hard for me. But there's one thing that God did that I cannot explain. Shortly before the month ended, someone just called me and said, "Oh, we need these products. Can you send this, that?" And that person bought products worth £350. And I was able to meet up with my target for that month. The 4th month came, and I had lost interest in everything. I was even becoming depressed, tired, and well, I knew where that feeling was coming from. I was bereaved, so I gave myself grace. And In short, the group was even depending on me because I don't run the business alone. We have other group members and all of that. So I was one of the key people in the group that was making sales, promoting a lot of things. And one reached out to me and I felt, this lady, you're insensitive to my plight, but just let me be. So one day to the end of sales and a day to the month ending, two of my friends called me. One said, oh, Debbie, I bought products from you, but I've not paid. I'm so sorry. I'm going to meet up and pay. And she sent the money. The second person bought products again, which required that I had to place a very high order. And in the span of 4 months, I was able to meet up with my monthly target with ease. I remember one of the reasons why I started that business was to start saving up for my children. And I'm glad I was able to do that. Now, back to what I'm saying. The lesson I've learned from this is, when you want to start a thing, when you want to venture into something, you will receive negative and positive remarks. But I want to ask you one question. Whose report will you believe? Will you believe the report of men, or you believe the report of the Lord? And as for me, I always believe the report of the Lord. And I can say that God has been faithful. Yes, I have a long way to go in this business. But I trust God that I'll always believe his reports. And I know his report says I am blessed. His report says I am favored. I have all it takes to succeed. I have excellence in me. I am courageous. I am bold. God is going to do beyond all I can think or imagine. So I want you to go out there and believe the report of the Lord and not the report of me. Thanks, guys. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.